Welcome back to Real Talk. I'm Alexandra.
And I'm Jamie, and together we are your hosts for Real Talk.
That's right. And thank you again for tuning in. And a huge shout out to our Latino Mixx family.
Absolutely. Don't forget to download the app for Latino Mixx, and also download us on YouTube, Instagram, Real Talk Long Island. And Facebook.
Right. That's right. So, Jamie, we are at mid-April.
I can't believe it already.
So how is it going so far?
It's been a very busy, exciting time for April. What about for you?
Well, April is my birthday month.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
So we had a really great time. We had a nice group that we all got together, and I was spoiled. I got some great gifts, but not only that, we went out to dinner, had a couple of drinks, and it was just such a nice time. I felt loved.
Good.
I did.
Well, there was 15 of us.
Yes, it was
15 of us there for dinner, and it was a great time. One of our guests that we have on today actually was there with us too.
That's right. And we're going to introduce her shortly. But it's about celebration, right? Celebrating. And I know some people don't like to celebrate their birthday. Not sure why. I love celebrating birthdays. I know we're getting older, but it's a great celebration. So if you didn't catch the last couple of episodes, we had Officer Yasmin Galant at the last one. She's also a past Flutterflies honoree. She was our Shiro for 2024. And we had Pause of War. So please catch those 2 episodes. And I haven't forgotten, we're going to do our Pause of War fundraiser.
Yes, we are. You know what? You're going to tune in. Keep watching and make sure you follow us on social media, because we're going to do a fundraiser for Pause of War. And also, we're going to start putting out on our social media how you can do something with their wish list and purchase something even small on the Amazon wish list and on the, I think it's Chewy or Petco.com wish list. We're going to be sharing that soon.
Absolutely. And of course, if you want to be part of the committee, it's a great cause. So we look forward to definitely starting on that fundraiser. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I shared, I do it for personal reasons. I lost a dear pet, Coco. So this is my way of giving back. But it also, fills my heart with joy.
And we adopt senior dogs in our family because no one really wants to adopt them. So we give them the best. Sometimes we get 10 years of their lives, even though they're a little older.
That's right.
We had a cat that was 21 years old when she passed away.
She lied to you. She wasn't 21. But listen, we have a great event coming up. Mark your calendars. April 28th is our annual tea and brunch party just for the ladies. So be sure to check us out. All the information can be found on flutterfliesmovement.com. And again, that's April 28th, our annual tea and brunch party. And ladies, decorate those hats because there's going to be a prize for those that really get creative. And we're going to be sharing, because I have a lot of people asking me, how do I become a Flutterflies honoree? We're going to be sharing that information the day of the brunch.
And April 23rd, we're going to be having a home buyer seminar. It's going to be at 410 Motor Parkway between 6 and 8 p.m. Watch our social media. We're going to be sharing the flyer. We're going to have some great panelists that are going to help you learn about what you have to do legally, how do you look for a home, how do you get pre-approved for your mortgage, and what down payment assistance programs are available to you. So make sure you mark the calendar for April 23rd, 6 to 8 p.m. Follow Real Talk Long Island on Instagram and Facebook so that you can get the information for that flyer.
Awesome. So just recently, we had the eclipse. And I'm going to tell you, I was so disappointed.
Oh,
and for those on Long Island that are putting these pictures of it was light out and then it was dark, you're lying. Stop with the filters. Stop with the filters.
Here she goes,
it
guys.
Got cloudy. Like, it looked like a cloud was passing by for 3 seconds. And I'm like a dumbass with my glasses looking up and waiting. I'm like, waiting, it's going to get dark. It did not get dark. I was disappointed.
It got darker. It wasn't daylight.
It did not get dark. Stop
But it was really cool. It was really cool with the glasses. And
No,
you saw
I was disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed.
I was disappointed.
I thought it was cool.
So I'm going to have to wait. I think the next one is 2045. So I'll wait. I'll be how old? Another 20 years?
45?
So that means I'll be 60. No comment.
Hey, be careful.
I'll be 60 by then.
No, you won't be, because I'm going to be
Anyway,
80.
I think it's time
70,
for us to
80.
go into a commercial.
I think
We'll be right
let's
back.
take a break.
Solo buenas vibras. Solo buenas vibras. Por aquí, por Latino Mixx. Por Latino Mixx. Dale play a tu bocina.
Welcome back. We're here just having conversations, just having some fun, and we left it off with the clips. Let us know. Put it in the comments. Did you enjoy the clips? Was it something where you're like, wow, you're glad you were around wearing those glasses looking up in the sky? I wasn't.
Are you sad that Alexandra was disappointed in the eclipse? Put it in the comments, please.
But now we have a very, very special guest. She is a Down syndrome and special needs advocate, and she is a Flutterfly's 2023 community leader. Please welcome Elvia Salinas.
Hi, ladies. Thank you for having me.
It's a
Thank you for
pleasure.
coming.
So, Elvia, tell us a little bit about who is Elvia.
Okay, so Elvia, I'm a mother. I am a real estate agent. Well, not an agent. I'm a real estate manager for Sir Winston Realty. I've been with him for probably over 20 years.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's great.
Yeah. Well, he's really, really awesome.
So you started working with him right after high school, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I
like that.
Yes. And as you guys know, my daughter, Janissa was born with Down syndrome, which inspired me to be an advocate for her. And so that has led me to many amazing places that I could have never imagined. And it's a wonderful journey that I often like to share, because it's usually it's overshadowed. I want to say it's really not out there as much as it should be.
I have to tell you, I wish that Elvia had been my mom, because Janissa is so empowered that you really don't even notice that she has Down syndrome. You don't, she's amazing. I have never seen a young woman and she's got some sass, that little girl.
She does.
And I'm just so proud to see this woman that she's blossoming into. And a lot of it's got to do with you, because you are such a great mom and have empowered her from what I'm seeing since she's little.
Thank you. She really has a personality. I like to give myself credit for that, but it's just who she is. And, a lot of it has to do, again, yes, our home. I tried to create a positive environment for her. I try not to limit her. Whatever it is that she wants to try, even if for example, there's probably not that fit for her, I will try to create it for her. I'll try to figure out a way, because I feel like she should just follow her dreams. Whatever her dreams are, we're going to try to figure it out, and we're going to try. I mean, I don't have the answers, obviously, to everything, and I'm learning along the way. But, my job here is to just help her find herself. And while I'm helping her find herself, it's also helping me find myself as well.
That's awesome. And congratulations, because you do a wonderful job with Janissa. Congratulations.
Thank
it's
you.
key. You don't put any limits. You have her around people that are always uplifting each other. So I think those are key. I have a question for you. What are some common misconceptions about individuals with special needs that you encounter frequently?
That they're not capable of doing something or accomplishing something, that they may not want to be included. That's not true. Janissa always wants to be included.
She does.
She always wants to try whatever it is that someone else is doing, and she likes it. She wants to try, and she deserves to try. you know, and that's one of the things that I admire about her and has taught me, you know, that if I have something in my heart, just to go for it and just give it a try. What's the worst that's going to happen? That it doesn't work out the way I wanted, but at least I tried.
Absolutely.
And that advice goes for anyone, right? At least give it a try. You never know what can come. That can be your calling, or you could be great at it. But if you fail, you get up and you try something else, or you try again.
Right. That's like, I remember, I don't know if verbatim Janisa does better than I do, but the Special Olympics motto that says, let me win. But if I cannot win, let me make an attempt.
Awesome.
You know, and I try to
And
live by that.
that's an important lesson for all of us, that we have no limits. We put the limits on ourselves. And I love that the fact that you don't raise her any different than any other child, and you don't tell her, just because you have Down syndrome, you have limits. You tell her, even though you have Down syndrome, you have no limits. And I think that's amazing. We all need to teach our children like that.
And another misconception is, oh, you don't want to punish them, right? Because they may not understand, or you don't want to hurt their feelings. No, they're going to get treated. Janice's going to get treated. She's going to be punished. She's going to get that phone taken away. She's not going to be allowed to do certain things if she does something wrong, because I know that she knows what's wrong and what's right, and I hold her accountable. You know, because if I don't hold her accountable, then she's just going to behave reckless in any which way that she wants. So that's another misconception, that you can't discipline them the same way. Because, I mean, I do it.
Now, do you feel, what are some of the biggest challenges that you see with families with children with special needs?
The inclusion aspect. Sometimes they don't want to include for whatever reason, even within families. Sometimes, I've seen it. I've lived it when Janisa was younger, sometimes with not immediate family, but, maybe distant families, family members, or it's not always a welcoming circle. People are... they just don't know how to be inclusive. And I guess that's what's led me to this journey to try to promote inclusion, because I've seen the lack of, and I've seen the hurtfulness sometimes where Janisa wants to be included, and you can see that they're not really open to that. And I have to figure out a way to just divert her from wanting to be included in a certain environment, and now I have to create a different environment for her where she does feel included. So it's difficult to navigate.
I'm getting tears in my eyes already just thinking about the fact that someone would not want to include Janisa. That's just, and I guess it's a reality.
It is a reality, because it's not just children with special abilities. It happens to us, right?
Absolutely.
So, but I think we forget that they also, have feelings, and they want to be included just like we want to be included. But I will share that since we've became great friends, I've had the opportunity to really engage with Janisa, and apparently I'm her favorite.
Oh, no, you're not. She told me I was her favorite. Oh, wait a minute.
So
there's fight words.
So I love...
Where's my Janisa?
So I love being able to come around her, because now I get to know her. Not whether she has, special needs. No, I get to know Janisa. Okay. And when you did the colorful event that I would love for you to share now, that event is coming up again next month, getting to know all the children, with special abilities, and how amazing they are, and what an inspiration they are. Because I look at some of them, I'm like, shit, if they can do this, what's holding me back? What's my excuse? And that happens also when I watch videos with people that have had accidents. They lose an arm, they lose legs, they win marathons, they do amazing things, and then we're like too lazy to get up and do some exercise, and then we complain like me about losing weight. So Janisa is an amazing young woman. I think she has an amazing mom.
Thank you.
But I would love for you to share a little bit about the special, amazing event coming up next month.
So first, I want to thank both of you ladies for serving in my committee for the Colorful World of Down Syndrome. It's an interactive show. We have a fashion show. We have an art displays. We have photography displaying our individuals with Down syndrome. And what I love about it is the fact that I'm able to bring together people from all walks of life, right? Whether they're politicians, whether they're medical professionals, whether, just everyone, business leaders and community advocates. And they're able to, what I do is I partner them up with an individual with Down syndrome. They do this runway and fashion show, and it's just amazing. And it's not only just amazing visually, but what it does behind the scenes and what it really promotes is inclusion. And it bridges that gap between society, right? Mm-hmm. And our Down syndrome community. And now you have this experience with an individual with Down syndrome that you typically wouldn't have. And next time you see someone with Down syndrome, you're like, oh, wow, you're going to remember that interaction that you had, and whatever it is, if you have to make a decision, if you're a politician, if you have to make a decision on a law that involves an individual with Down syndrome, now you're going to rethink it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to have firsthand experience of who these individuals are, and now the outcome might be different, right? And we hope that the outcomes are positive and encouraging, and at the same time we're promoting inclusion, which is again the one thing that I really just want to put out there is let's be more inclusive.
Absolutely.
I agree. And I have to tell you, for someone who works with the legislature, and I see a lot of resolutions that go by for different things, I do see, like, even Legislator Steve Flaterin was one of the people in your last event.
Yes.
And he will discuss about Janissa. So will legislator Sammy Gonzalez will discuss Janissa. And they'll say in the legislature sometimes, you know what, Janissa this, Janissa that. So she's so included in our legislative meetings when anything comes up with disabilities because of you.
And that's great, and I really love it. But I always like to remind people that this is bigger than Janissa. This is much bigger than just myself or our advocacy. It's a whole community. It's a whole different world. And, we're just happy to be able to bring it to the forefront.
Awesome. So tell us, this Colorful World of Down Syndrome is when?
May 16th.
And how do people get tickets?
Well, right now we're promoting it on social media. It should be up on Eventbrite by tonight or tomorrow. We'll be sharing those links. Get in touch with either myself, Jamie, or Alexandra, because they're also part of the planning committee. And, just come down and have a great time with us. And trust me, it's going to be a one-of-a-kind experience.
It definitely is. We look forward to it.
I can't wait. I have to tell you, I just get so excited about it. And I was so honored the fact that you called me and asked me to be part of your committee. So
thank you.
Here I am with the tears again.
But I thank you for coming in and talking to us and sharing a little bit about your story and Janissa's journey. And it's about, getting involved. Let's get involved. Let's make a difference. How do they follow you on social media?
It's Elvia Salinas Kahiaolu, and that is on Facebook, and Elvia Salinas on Instagram, and Janissa's World on Instagram.
Absolutely. And of course, whoever follows Flutterflies will put all that information on the Flutterflies Facebook page as well. Well, I think that is it for today.
I think we had a great show today.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Elvia, for joining us.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
And remember, download the app for Latino Mixx, our family here at Latino Mixx. Go on to YouTube and watch us if you haven't watched us. And you can find us at Real Talk Long Island on Instagram and at Real Talk Long Island on Facebook. What do you say, Alex?
That's it. We will see you again very soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.